Tick.
Welcome back to Hectic 99. Of course, it is Keep Calm 99. It's also exam season. Now, some of you guys at home might have written your exam already and probably sighed a big relief. Some of you have actually walked away from this, but most of you guys have actually written the exam, put your pens down, and started stressing about what you could have possibly gotten right. Thinking maybe, did I get this right? Did I get that right? Well, this is what we might explain as post-exam anxiety, and that is, of course, the topic for today's discussion. I am joined by three lovely gentlemen here. We got Doc, our psychologist, Mark. We've got Umandisi, and we've also got Unzalama. How you guys doing?
Great, thanks.
You guys doing all good? No one's anxious, no one's all nervous. And all right, cool. Now let's just get straight into it. Doc, first question over here. I just want to know, and could you please explain to us and the viewers at home what post-anxiety might be? Or anxiety, sorry, the term.
Well, anxiety, and specifically with the topic we're talking about today, is the anxiety around your exams and whether you've passed them, whether you've done well, and how you feel about that. And anxiety is just a way that our body sort of starts to react to stresses around us and how we experience, well, just general day-to-day things, but specifically when we have expectations placed on us, or we have our own expectations of how well we're going to do in these exams, creates us more stress, and the anxiety is kind of what flows from that.
All right, cool. So, Jimmy, I think we've got a good definition of what anxiety is. I just want to know quickly, and I'm going to be very honest with you, I did not like these types of people. When you're finished with the exam and the test, and then you want to run outside and be like, yo, what'd you get for question 2? Tell me now by show of hands, are you those two kind of gentlemen?
Well, that's me. But I think, but I think it depends. If I have a good exam, I'll just talk about it after. But if I had like a challenging exam, I'll just like keep it to myself and keep calm as well. Yeah.
Now we're going on finished.
No, honestly, I honestly don't like looking at the paper afterwards, even talking about it. Like, let's just move on. Let's move on.
You see, now, of course, I can definitely relate to that I just want to move on to this. But tell me now, Doc, could it actually be the main source and cause of anxiety, actually speaking about your results afterwards?
I think for most people it's a massive source of anxiety, speaking afterwards about what you've done and whether you got the question right, and then you doubt yourself, and the other person says they had that one, but they might be wrong, but you are immediately stressed because you didn't write that answer. In fact, yours might be right. So yes, I think it's one of the main causes of post-anxiety stress, or post-anxiety around your exams rather, is really just doing that post-mortem, as we call it, about what's happened.
Yes.
And I think it's one of the things you should just leave behind. Get away from it.
Most definitely, honestly, just leave behind, right there behind, go to greener pastures. That's what I honestly believe. Now, in case you guys actually don't know at home, we have, of course, 2 university students. I want to just know from both of you gents, what are some of your most anxious states or memories that you have of high school, in matric even, while you guys were writing exams?
Okay, I'll start. With me, I had a great time in my high school. I went to EPP Menga Secondary School in Malamla Township in Limpopo. Okay. It was a good experience there. Like, I used to stay at home, so like I didn't worry about like paying rent and stuff, like not cooking and stuff. And yeah, but now it's like responsibility, university, you do everything by yourself. I had a great time. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
How about you there?
Well, for me, like, I actually got to do matric twice, and yeah, because I failed the first time, and then I had to do it again the second time. And I remember being more worried about what other people are going to say, instead of actually focusing on myself and doing it again. But through family support and everything else, I just made it again the second year.
And pushed through right there. Yeah, of course, now Umandisi is actually coming up with the story that he did do matric twice. And I do believe that sometimes for the first time, it's usually too much, being too anxious and so much pressure and so forth. But just for advice for people at home right now, we're probably anxious about whether they're going to pass or fail. What kind of advice can you give to them?
Look, I mean, I think your example is perfect. You know, sometimes you don't make it the first time. That's not the end of the world. There's always another opportunity to go out there and try it again and do it again. So, I mean, the best thing you can do now for yourself is to prepare for your exams, prepare as well as you can, be ready for that, and just take it as it comes. Yes. Don't try and overthink what's going to happen in a week's time or a month's time. Concentrate on what you're doing now. That's it.
Of course. Now, just a last question here for you, Jess. I just want to know, for all you guys here, of course, university students, I just want to know about your experience in high school. What did you actually do to overcome these stages where you got too anxious while writing exams?
I always listen to music beforehand. Like it just relaxes me. That's what I do.
You don't feel that it actually interrupts? Because sometimes I'll be listening to a lyric and I'll be like, oh, that's heat. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I skipped the chapter.
I think it always depends to the type of music you listen to as well.
True, yeah. So.
Yeah, well, with me, I think first thing that I did, I'll just pray. I'll pray and then listen to good music as well, gospel, and yeah, I'll be cool after that.
Of course, that's all you need in your life. But
you need
thank
that.
you so much, gentlemen, for joining us in discussion, right? And of course, that was our first part of our talk show, all to do with anxiety.
Hectic.